Hi friends, good morning. Friends, today I want us to continue with the topic The Long Path to the Promise, Part 2. Why the long way? Why take Israel the long way? I mean, hadn't Israel waited long enough for deliverance? According to Exodus chapter 12, verse 41, it took exactly 430 years for God's people to leave Egypt. Man, after 430 days, you and I, just a little over a year, we would start getting all dramatic and complaining. We were like, God, I've waited forever. Why not try 430 years? So again, I ask, why the wait? Well, the Philistines, Israel's mortal enemies, were first mentioned during the time of Abraham in the Hebrew Bible. In Genesis chapter 10, verse 14, they are listed among the descendants of Noah's son, Ham. According to biblical accounts, the Philistines frequently clashed with the Israelites and posed a constant threat to their territories. They were portrayed as powerful and aggressive adversaries. As their conflicts with Israel are highlighted in various books of the Bible, in Judges, Samuel, Kings. The Philistines were hugely problematic for Israel, and it didn't help that they controlled important trade routes, which gave them economic power in the region. The animals between these two groups became a central theme in the Old Testament, representing a broader struggle between the people of God and their enemies. When we look at Exodus chapter 13, 17 to 19, knowing all these things, we can better understand why God chose the longer route for Israel. You see, in his infinite wisdom, he knew that if Israel took the shorter route through Philistine territory and faced war with these formidable opponents too early on their journey, they could become discouraged and retreat back to Egypt. It wasn't that God couldn't win the battle, no. It was just that the Israelites weren't ready to fight the battle. The land was theirs for the taking, but they weren't mentally prepared for the taking of the land. In verse 18, God Himself says, if the people see that they have to fight, they might change their minds and return to Egypt. He knew that throwing them right into battle would have had disastrous results because they weren't ready to face the Philistines. This wasn't a knock on God's power, no, but it was an acknowledgement of Israel's humanity. Look, God knows just how much pressure to apply to avoid killing your spirit and causing the premature birth of a vision that won't have all the components it needs to survive. When a woman goes into preterm labor leading to premature birth, there is a higher risk of the child's premature death. If we make this a spiritual analogy, you can see why God will often tell you to be still and know that He is God. He knows that if you start laboring, toiling, and striving towards a thing too soon, what is known as preterm labor, the outcome will be premature birth of an underdeveloped vision that has no chance of survival. See you again tomorrow as we continue on this topic. May God bless you.